another motherfucking video. What's up, y'all? Hope everyone's having a great day, night, whenever you watching this shit right up and through here. And as you can see by the title, today we're gonna be recapping the BET Awards, okay? That is the BET Awards that done happened on Sunday, okay? So if you watching it Sunday, we doing this at the same exact time that we watching the BET Awards, okay? So I got my DVR on pause right now, okay? Because I want everything to be fresh to death when I react to whatever the fuck we watching. Hopefully a lot of you guys got a chance to check out the BET Awards. You know they're gonna be showing that shit until next year when the next one comes out, okay? So you already know how this goes. Got my recap juice. Let's go. So Pharrell is the opener for the show, okay? And I just think he's absolutely adorable. I know everybody not really excited about, his stilo, but he has really done the damn thing as far as music is concerned on some real shit. The nigga was doing the damn thing, and then, he kind of fell off a little bit. He didn't really fall off. He just kind of went behind the scenes and was doing more producing and that type of thing, and then kind of came out with some other type shit, and people seemed to love it. So they had him open up, which I thought was cool. The shit that was so fucking funny about the shit was that his ass had he had that sweater on or whatever. And towards the latter part of his performance, that nigga was trying to take the sweater off. It was just one button, and he had that one button that the nigga couldn't quite, he's all singing and this nigga's still fiddling with this motherfucking button. I was like, nigga, if you don't just rip that shit off your motherfucking neck, but whatever. So Missy Elliott comes out, right? And y'all, we haven't seen that bitch in a minute. I've seen her in passing, or it'll be on a blog somewhere or whatever. But for the most part, she's been kind of underground, just kind of chilling, living life or whatever. So it was good to see Missy Elliott. But I couldn't help but think for a good 2 seconds, right? Because, Missy, she's still supposedly doing the damn thing. She's still got a little bit of money. And then, you think about people who kind of were in her time frame, like the Brat, who kind of had a similar stilo, okay? Had a little bit of longevity for a minute and a half, had some good success, and worked with some great producers, had that little, brat-tat-tat-tat, okay? And I'm just wondering what the fuck happened. Missy's still doing her thing naive, and the Brat went to jail and shit, owes millions of dollars. She done clocked the bitch on the head with a bottle and shit. I mean, I ain't poo-pooing on what she done did to the girl, poor girl, But I'm just like, bitch, you couldn't just stay in the studio and just rat-tat-tat-tat? Okay, whatever, moving on. So Chris Rock is the host of the show, and on some real shit, I really wasn't sure. I really didn't know for real, because, I hadn't seen a lot of the commercials for the BT Awards. I had it in my phone, bitch, make sure you watch the shit. But it was really nice to see Chris Rock. And, I don't know about y'all, but to me, he just seemed and looked so much healthier looking than he has been previous. You know what I mean? He's always been a skinny guy. But today, he looked just a little bit healthier, he had gained a little bit of weight in his face. He looked so much healthier to me. And he came with the shit, okay? That nigga went in on Rick Ross, talking about his breasts and shit, and, his diabetes, whatever. The shit was funny as hell, so it don't look like he really missed a beat for real. So that was cool to see him in that capacity. But yeah, look, what I saw, he started talking about T.I. Nigga, simmer down. And you could look at T.I.'s face, and T.I. was like, nigga, there's only so much you're gonna be able to say before, some shit go down. But, we gonna see if he still keeps doing that shit, because Tiny was right next to his ass. I know y'all peeped that shit too. We got August Alsina, okay, with his little, his blurple blue type of shit he done wore, looking cray-cray, There were so many memes about what the fuck he was wearing, y'all. I couldn't even help but just crack the fuck up. If you haven't seen that shit on Instagram or whatever, they had him right next to Martin or whatever when he was wearing that purple suit in that movie. Anyway, so he goes up because he actually won Best New Artist. So he got Best New Artist, and this nigga really couldn't speak. Now, I've heard of motherfuckers getting choked up, okay? And I've seen the shit when they have little tears and, they're just really, I'm verklempt, and I can't get the words out because I'm crying. But the shit he did was nasty as fuck. This nigga was like...
I told myself, when I got up here, I wouldn't cry.
You nasty nigga. No one told your motherfucking ass to blow your damn nose before you came up on that. This nigga had snot damn near dripping out his damn nose. You could hear every damn bit of snot that was in his damn nostrils. I was like, Okay, see, boo-boo, get off the stage. Just thank Jesus and your mama and keep it pushing. Y'all know I gotta talk about Nick Cannon's ass, okay? Now, y'all know he's a little bit extra, a little eccentric. You know, I mean, him and Mariah, they both a little extra in their own way. You know, I think he just does the most. But today, boo-boo, I mean, I know you like to change your look. You know, every now and again, you looking a little crazy. This time, that nigga was looking like OG Bobby Johnson. Y'all remember that nigga from South Central and shit? I'm looking at this nigga like, you have a pick in your head and you at an awards show when you look at, I mean, if you put him next to a photo of OG Bobby Johnson from South Central, I promise you on everything I love, it looks just like his motherfucking ass. All right, so y'all gotta let me know what y'all thought of Chris Brown's performance. You know, he was in jail for a little bit, gained a little bit of weight. You know, it's been a little bit since we've seen him perform and shit. And what's the bitch's name? Whatever. The bitch's name that sounds like a motherfucking sneeze. That bitch, his girlfriend, you know, she did a little bit of the pre-award stuff. And from what I saw, I don't really watch the pre-shit, but from what I understand, you know, she was okay. You know, didn't do too bad. I mean, that's not really what her profession was to begin with. I think she's a model or some shit. Anyway, you know, Kacha was in, you know, the audience, and they were just, you know, he's singing these hoes ain't loyal and shit. And, you know, he got his thug on, but my favorite part was Travis Barker, and just a little bit of the little end when he was kind of doing his little dancing and shit. That would be Chris or whatever. And I mean, you know, even though I'm a little scared of that nigga, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared of that nigga. I mean, secretly he could get it because, you know, all that dancing and shit, you know, all of this and shit, you know, and then grabbing on the crotch and shit, you know, he's got to be able to fucking bed. I'm just saying, like, you know, he knows how to blow a back out. You hear me? I just, you know, look, moving on. You know I have to talk about your girl, Kenya Moore, right? Okay, so it's one thing to kind of, you know, host, do some kind of hosting during the show and just read the motherfucking cards or whatever the fuck, but you know the bitch is cray-cray, so the bitch came out with her motherfucking Decepticon. You know that motherfucking Decepticon shit she done brought with her to the motherfucking reunion. I'm like, bitch, the show is over. We trying to wait for next season, bitch. Come up with another motherfucking gimmick. But then, to start off, when she gets, you know, her, you know, when she starts to say whatever the fuck she's finna say, this bitch is gonna be like,
Hey, it's Kenya Moore, and I'm here to remind you that this show is Gone with the Wind Fabulous.
bitch, Gone with the Wind Fabulous is from 2 motherfucking seasons ago, bitch. Come up with some other shit, dog. Like, for real, I need you to be a little bit more, you know, original. Shit's old, bitch. Shit's old. Usher performs. Now, I haven't seen that nigga perform in a minute and a motherfucking half, okay? And on some real shit, he's looking good. He was getting his little, you know, dance on. And for real, Chris Brown, you know, in comparison to Chris Brown, if you were looking at what, you know, the mechanics or whatever the fuck, I mean, yeah, Chris Brown had some more mechanics dance-wise, but he didn't really sing. For real, because, you know, Chris Brown was kind of lip-syncing. You could kind of hear him barely, like they had his mic turned down and shit. But Usher was, you know, getting his little sang on or whatever, so he probably couldn't do as much. I'm gonna give him that. But, you know, it was, you know, brought back memories and shit. But what I'm trying to figure out is what the fuck he was thinking coming out with a whole motherfucking beaver on his motherfucking head. I didn't say beaver. I said beaver, nigga. Who the fuck? Why? It is LA. It is hot as a motherfucker right now. It is the dead of motherfucking summertime, and your motherfucking ass is rocking a whole damn fox on your motherfucking head trying to sing with a leather jacket on and everything the fuck else. Like, and my thing is, nigga, if you trying to start a trend, like, you know, Pharrell done started the whole large hat trend, nigga, that shit don't work for everybody. Like,
Pharrell's a different nigga.
Like, Usher, you just came out like you been gone for a minute, nigga. Can we just take you as you are, minus the beaver on your head? That shit had to go. Did y'all see the bitch come out when she was dancing by herself with him in front of him, and then she came up and down a couple of times doing the splits, but never like, she just split and then came up and then split again, and the bitch came the fuck up and split one more time. I was like, damn, bitch. Like, she was getting her damn dance on, but I was wondering if her damn pussy hurt for real. I wanted to be like, damn, bitch.
You the real MVP.
Y'all check out Busta Rhymes. They showed him several times throughout the entire course of the award show, and that nigga look like he ain't never said no to not a thing going into his motherfucking mouth. That nigga looked like he was finna bust out of his motherfucking seams. Like, I'm like, nigga, your ass needs to bust your ass into the motherfucking gym. They had Jennifer Hudson come on, which for a minute I forgot the bitch sings. Shit. As much as she's been talking about this Weight Watchers shit, I ain't gonna lie, bitch looks good and she can blow like a motherfucker. Like, she sang her little song. You know, a lot of the people that came on were kind of half-ass singing, partially lip singing, but she was actually singing and hitting ranges and shit. I was like, go ahead, boo-boo. And then they had that swole nigga come on, and I was like, this looks awkward as fuck. It just didn't even seem like her. I think they just thought she wasn't gonna do really much of anything. Like, she wasn't gonna dance, she wasn't gonna do nothing but just sing. So let's just put some chocolate thunder in the middle of her set, to kind of distract and whatever. But yeah, she sang and she sang her little ass off. So we move on. Nicki Minaj did her little performance, of her song. What was that shit? It's was it tablets and mixtures or what that shit? Pills and concoctions. Shit, a bitch don't know. Whatever the fuck that shit is. I know it's the new shit she has out. Okay, and I know that's probably what you really want to perform so that people know that's what's out, so you could buy the shit. Okay, but I mean, it was kind of like a mood dropper. Like, I was like, well, shit, nigga. Like, I get it. You could have played, you could have sang that shit and did your little ballad and whatever the fuck bullshit. But I feel like she should have just had some other shit. I don't know, maybe made it a medley or some other shit that was a little faster and more up-tempo, more upbeat or whatever, because that concoctions and soups shit that shit was just slow as fuck. I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, so Keisha Cole's going on tour. Bitch bad. So Lionel Richie does he gets his Lifetime Achievement Award, and I just thought he was absolutely adorable. He's coming out with a show with his daughter and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, he performs, and I just think he sounded so close and so similar to what he used to sound like. I mean, even back in the day, I thought he did great and brought back so many memories. My mom and dad loved Lionel Richie, so I heard it all the time. So it was just fun to listen to that. And y'all, when they went old school, when they brought Silk out and shit and Color Me Bad, I was like, what? Like, are you serious though? Like, for real or some shit? Like, okay. Anyway, look, I love that. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm in my mind. I can't help but wonder where the fuck Jay-Z and Beyonce at, because they sure the fuck have been talking about them, kind of sporadically mentioning their asses throughout the whole course of the damn show. And they made it a point to make sure to mention their asses, to promote said show. And I see all these little other, bullshit acts in between. It's been an okay show so far, but if they're here and they fin to perform, I want to know where they at, because I ain't seen them yet. So, I'm getting a little nervous, not gonna lie. We gonna see though. Y'all see Stevie J. Stevie was all up in there like, I was like, nigga, you just got out of jail, nigga. You owe like $1 million and child support and shit. So your ass just came up out of jail and said, fuck it, I'm going to the BET Awards. And then y'all also know his motherfucking ass, tested positive for all kinds of bullshit like cocaine and all other kind of shit. So I guess the nigga said YOLO and was at the BET Awards like, what? What's up with us rocking so much when it's the dead of motherfucking summer? Like, what's up with niggas rocking leather and fur in the dead of summer? That would be you, T.I. Nigga, your ass came out with a motherfucking green leather ass jacket zipped all the way to the motherfucking neck with a motherfucking hoodie. Nigga, what the fuck are you wearing a hoodie for? It's damn near July. Shit's hot as fuck. And I know y'all in LA, that shit's hot than a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, okay, Pharrell had a sweater. He had a leather jacket. You already know that nigga Usher had a fucking fox on his motherfucking head. Like, is it cold in the damn... Anyway, then he performed with Miss Iggy or whatever the fuck her name is, which she's adorable to me, and I like her little song, But did y'all catch, Nicki Minaj when Iggy was performing and you kind of saw her giving the camera face and shit? And I felt like that was a little bit of slight shade. A lot of people have been comparing Nicki Minaj to this Iggy chick, and Nicki ain't having it. She's like, there's only one. Ain't nobody crushing me. I got, perfume deals and shit. She don't really like hearing that type of talk. So I wanted to see if they were going to pan to her, which they did when she was performing. And you know, she was giving a little bit of face, but it was kind of like a slight bit of shade. Did y'all feel that? I don't know. BET tried it, okay? Look, I knew from the beginning. I just had a funny feeling their asses weren't gonna be there. And yeah, you know what asses I'm talking about. That would be Beyonce and Jay-Z. Not name time did we see them Negroes anywhere in the vicinity. No red carpet, no nada, no Nathan, okay? And I was just waiting for them to win a couple of awards or something so I could prove that they weren't there. Either way, all I saw on Instagram and Twitter was everybody like, where they fuck they at? Where they coming? Are they coming? When they gonna be? They're gonna be at the end of the show. I feel that they're gonna be at the end of the show. I'm waiting for Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's past my bedtime. I'm like, niggas, they asses aren't there. It's gonna be some satellite bullshit. And I was right. Y'all, BET is so motherfucking wrong for what the fuck they done did on this shit, on this day.
Niggas is mad.
Like, Beyonce, Jay-Z stans are pissed. Motherfuckers want to shut that shit down. I saw so much shit on Facebook and all the social networks. People are tripping mad that they didn't get to see a live something or other from their asses. And I know they're on tour. And that's what I was like, how the fuck they coming to this shit? And they're in the middle of a tour. I was like, they gonna do some satellite bullshit or whatever the fuck. Hey, look, I was right. BET wrong though for that, because they put them in all the promos for the show. It was all in the credits and shit. Performances by Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm like, the fuck? So basically we all got played. Essentially, although technically it was a performance, but definitely not the performance that everybody stayed the fuck up for. They could have gone to the damn concert to do that shit, okay? Anyway, I just, I knew that was going to be the case. I didn't really personally give a damn about the performance with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I just wanted to see how they were going to, shuffle around that shit, because I had a funny feeling it was going to be just as it was. That's really the gist of the entire show. We're done. BET Awards are through. Y'all gonna have to let me know what y'all think of the whole show as a whole. Generally speaking, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, it really wasn't that great. They needed to pretty much use Beyonce and Jay-Z to get them ratings, because on some real shit, there really wasn't anything to write home about. Nobody performed anything outlandish or crazy or fun. There were no drama, nothing behind the scenes that I'm aware of that went on. I didn't watch the pre-show, so if there was anything going on, that part, I never watched that shit to begin with. Who did you think looked the best? Guys and girls, y'all gonna have to let me know. I know everybody was tripping off of this Keke Palmer dress, or whatever the fuck bullshit she had on. She kind of got on my nerves throughout the whole show. I'm not gonna lie, it's whatever. She was a little ying, and it might be because there was a lot of technical shit going on behind the scenes while she was doing her thing. But the dress, it's a no. It's a definite no. That bitch was looking like a motherfucking Power Ranger. I didn't know what was going on. It was like, and I just felt like for what she was trying to do, it just didn't really work. I don't know. I didn't feel like it suited BET Awards. I ain't no damn stylist. It's whatever. I just felt like it wasn't, she looked like a damn astronaut on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, a solid gold astronaut. So then we have another miss for me, I have to say. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm just going to keep it funky with y'all, because that's what I do. And that would be Kerry Washington. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Look, it's an award show. Yeah, it's BT. It's a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. You can get away with a little bit more. It's not the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? But that flower dress shit that she had on, that shit was whack as fuck. I'm just gonna be real. That shit you wear to church with a little sweater, of course, on top, because it was strapless. But maybe to a wedding, maybe to a brunch, but not to an award show, not to a BET award show. I mean, she, you got a hit show. You could do a little bit more. I know you done gotten pregnant, whatever. I don't even know if she had the kid. Either way, she could have done better, okay? And I know she's kind of a plain Jane, so I can't fault her for that, but that was definitely a miss for me. Yeah, and BET's fucked up for playing the nigga. So, anyway, thumbs up these videos if you love seeing these videos from your girl. Comment down below. Let me know if there's anything else that you saw throughout the course of the show. And you already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page or my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and hit me up on Instagram at SocialiteSandy. And you already know I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. I should go ahead and let y'all know, if you got kiddos, and to resume this would be the time for them to exit stage left or right or wherever.